So this war between Iran, US, and Israel has exposed so many things within a few days. What you're looking at like this is Saudi Aramco, the biggest oil firm or oil whatever that exists in the whole of the Middle East. That's what is. These ones were shut down by Kuwaiti air defense system. They accidentally shut them down, thinking they were coming from Iran. They didn't know it was American fighter jets. And so the guys actually, you can see the video. The guy actually survived. He ejected. So there has not been casualty from the American Air Force. You know, it's a war, and then damages are everywhere. But the worst thing is that Iran has been moving like a madman, carrying a loaded barrel. There is no weapon Iran has not deployed. If you look at my back here, what you're seeing is a suicide drone. Just watch how it will fly and go to kill itself on some of American installation military base. I think that was it. It's falling there. That was how they also sent this same kind of suicide drone to go to Burj Khalifa in Dubai to bring it down. These guys have done everything possible to cause infrastructural damage to these countries that are developed. You know, one of the reasons why Iran has refused to develop is because they invest a lot of their money in this kind of weapons, drones, ballistic missiles, and all that. So, and because of this, the country is very poor. Their GDP is just about $4.4 something billion. But every year they budget up to $15 billion, you know, in on military. Yeah, which is crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. Go to that country, education is rubbish. The road infrastructure, nothing is working in the country. But the only thing working in Iran is their military. And if you ask the reason, they will tell you they have enemies. America is our enemy, Israel is our enemy. What exactly is the problem? Nobody knows. You know, you can't tell me that being a friend to America has not favored Dubai, Qatar, Saudi, or all those other countries. I don't know why Iran has just chosen to be on the other side. And this war will take them many years backwards, whether you like it or not. They've been hitting everywhere, hitting Israel, hitting where is it called? Qatar, hitting Saudi, hitting Bahrain, hitting Kuwait, hitting UAE. And the worst is that if these people decide to retaliate, Iran cannot last more than 24 hours. In fact, even with the fraction of US military deployed to that region, Iran cannot sustain this war for too long. No matter how many missiles they have in stockpile, they will exhaust it. They will exhaust it, and they will still not be able to achieve anything meaningful other than causing civilian damages, because they actually don't have any military intelligence to carry out any serious military damage against any country within this region. But exactly what we know is that the US is trying everything possible to calm the situation while they still, enforce the operation, in the sense that they are trying to, encourage the other regional countries to calm down, don't retaliate. We handle the defense. We handle defense, don't retaliate. Most of the batteries used for intercepting these missiles across those countries are Americans, Patriots, and all of them are going to be replenished by the US, I believe. And again, whether you like it or not, the US is trying to achieve one thing, which is almost the same thing they did in Iraq. They just want to carry out a complete regime change. If that works, that will be the greatest achievement of any president in the history of the United States. If they can achieve that, then it means these threats from this region can then be eliminated, and then these countries can coexist. You won't be hearing the chants of death to America, death to Israel. Then they can coexist peacefully, and then Iran itself can be on the path of progress. Iran has been deteriorated over the years because of this dream of planning to have like ballistic missile that can reach Europe, that can reach America, having nuke that can eliminate Israel, so they can be the only country that I don't even know their aim. And then countries like China who benefit from everything that is bad. Well, as the war is going, oil prices have surged, weapons have surged. Of course, when these things happen, America gains. Russia is now the one supplying China crude oil right now as we speak. So somehow this war is favoring A and B. But if you look at countries like North Korea, I don't know how they will survive, because at this point they will now rely only on Russia. And we believe that even as the war is going on, countries like North Korea and China will still find a way to smuggle in things into these countries to help them sustain the assault. But let's see how it ends. Maybe in the next 2 weeks. I believe the US operation within these areas won't be more than just 12 days. But let's keep watching.